Hi, this is Mehak Jain. I'm telling about the director of private company today. So we will see the table of contents which I will discuss today. Who is director as per Companies Act? Why director are required in private limited company? Number of director required in private limited company? How many minimum directors can the following entities have? Procedure of appointment of director, necessary amendment application to be filed in other act after appointment of director, resignation of directors. So all slides will be following by this. First of all, we will see who is director as per Companies Act. We all know the director definition defines in section 2 subsection 34 of Companies Act 2013, which says that director means director appointed to the board of a company. Director means director appointed to the board of a company. In other words, director of a company is a person elected by the shareholder. देखिए डायरेक्टर को क्यों अपॉइंट किया जाता है, कौन होता है डायरेक्टर, इसके लिए हम जानेंगे जो कंपनी के शेयर होल्डर होते हैं वो डायरेक्टर को इलेक्ट करते हैं, जिससे कि कंपनी के जो बिजनेस ऑपरेशंस हैं वो मेंटेन हो सके, और वो डायरेक्टर को अपॉइंट इलेक्ट करेंगे एज पर द एमओए और एओए ऑफ अ कंपनी विच इज़ द प्राइमरी डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ द कंपनी. So they elect the director on a regular basis as and when they require. Thus, they appoint the director for the company affairs. Since a company is an artificial judicial person created by law, it can only have the agency of natural person. Thus, only living person can be director of a company. Why I am saying here the living person? Because director should be an individual, not a company. Because company, as I earlier said, the artificial judicial person. Company is entrusted to the board of directors. As we all know that directors, the two or more directors comprises the group which is known as the board of director. So the company is entrusted to the board of director. Appointment of the director to be required time to time basis as and when shareholders require to accelerate the business of the company, so they appoint the director. Now we will see why directors are required in the company. So this should be a question in our mind, why directors are required in a company. As we all know that company director have performing the various important roles in a company, and formation of a suitable board of director can ultimately determine your business success, because as I earlier said, directors have a great role, great functional in the company profiteering operation and the success. So directors are required for the company because the decision making power are on hand of the directors. So member of the company do not manage the affair of the company on regular basis, because member are only the shareholder. They are taking the shares as per their rights, so they could not handle the affair of the company. So directors here are required in every company to manage the day-to-day affair of the company. So the answer is why directors are required in the company, because to manage the affair of the company which shareholder could not do. Now, roles of the directors. What are the roles of the director? Roles of the director are as follows. Act with the designated power. जो डायरेक्टर है वो अपनी डेजिग्नेटेड पावर्स को एक्ट करता है. सेकंड, प्रमोट द कंपनी सक्सेस. कंपनी के सक्सेस को प्रमोट करने के लिए कैरी आउट इंडिपेंडेंट जजमेंट. जो डायरेक्टर का रोल होता है कि वो अपने जजमेंट को इंडिपेंडेंसी प्रोवाइड करे. इंडिपेंडेंट मीन्स there should not be any conflict of interest with the company or with the investors. So avoid conflict of interest. कोई conflict of interest नहीं होना चाहिए. Exercise reasonable care, skill and diligence. Director should exercise reasonable care, skill and diligence to performing his duties. Not accept बेनिफिट्स फ्रॉम थर्ड पार्टीज, डायरेक्टर को कोई अपनी बेनिफिट्स को थर्ड पार्टी के थ्रू एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। मीन्स फॉर एग्जांपल एक डायरेक्टर किसी थर्ड पार्टी के साथ मिलकर कंपनी में कोई अफेयर्स को कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट नहीं कर सकता। डिक्लेयर इंटरेस्ट इन प्रपोज और एग्जिस्टिंग फाउंडेशन विद द कंपनी। So these are the roles of the director. Now we can see how many directors are required in the companies. So there are private limited company and one person company. As we all know that one person company require only the one director. Limited company require minimum 3 directors and private limited company requires minimum 2 directors. Now we can see further maximum and minimum number of directors in private limited company. A corporate body of the business entity cannot be appointed as a director in a private limited company. Hence, only an individual, as I earlier said, only an individual can be appointed as a director in a company because the company have already a separate legal entity, and the company have not any legal existence. So the individual, only the living person can be appointed as a director of the company. A private limited company can have a maximum of 15 directors, and number of directors can be increased further by passing a special resolution. So maximum number of directors in the private company can be 50. If they require, then by passing a special resolution, we will further discuss in our next session what are the requirements for the special resolution and the practical aspects of the special resolution. So if company and shareholder wants uh, to increase the number of members from the maximum limit, that is 15 directors, and they will require a special resolution by passing the special resolution. Next, director in private limited company residency requirement. Now we will see there are some NRIs want to directorship in the private limited company set up in India. So the Companies Act 2013 take this section for the residency requirement under section 149(3) provides that every company should have at least one director who has stayed in India for a total period of not less than 182 days in the previous calendar year. So there is mandatory requirement. This is the mandatory requirement कि company should have mandatory requirement that company should have at least one resident director who have the stay in India in more than 182 days in India in the previous calendar year, right? We will move on to the next slide. Procedure of appointment of director. First of all, the company needs to appoint the director as per the laws and regulation defined under the Companies Act 2013. So there is first step to obtain the consent of the proposed director, because the consent is mandatory of the director. So we could get the consent from under form DIR 2. DIR2 is a very crucial document, and company is required to obtain DIR2 after proposing him to the director of the company. First of all, proposing is required in the board meeting. Sorry. After that, after getting the consent from the director, there is another requirement is digital signature certificate of the proposed director. In case the proposed director of the company do not have any digital signature, then there is need to obtain the DSC, digital signature certificate, because the further forms require the DSC of the proposed director. So that's why second step is to get the DSC of the proposed director. The third step is to get the DIN, because the DIN is as impliedly said the director identification number. If proposed director wants to add as director in the company, then first of all we have to take the DIN. DIN, there is a process under the Companies Rule 2014 where the proposed where the company have to file the AIR3. The AIR3 is to be applied by the company to get the DIN DIN, Director Identification Number. So DIN is to be there's condition of getting the DIN. DIN can be applied for the person who having the age of above the 18 years. So that means minor is not eligible to as director in the company, and the nationality of proposed does not matter here. Because if the person is foreign citizen, let's say if the director the proposed director may be this for a Japanese citizenship, so he can be the director in the company by getting the DIN. Hence, the Indian national, non-resident Indians and foreign nation can obtain the DIN and appointed as director in the privately limited company, provided that the foreign national and NRIs should have the valid document, apostille document in their hands. The company should obtain all the KYC document along with the necessary educational qualification document as per the condition of the job. If there is the condition in their company, so the company should obtain the valid KYC document. There is no minimum educational qualification to hold the post of the director. Up till now, there is no minimum holding position. There is no educational qualification defined under the Act. Document required for the DIR 3 are as follows. First, one passport size photograph in JPG or JPG format. Board resolution proposing his appointment as director in an existing company. Specific name signature duly verified. ID proof, driving license, passport, election voter ID card. If the person are foreign national, then there should be the apostille document that should be the apostille by Indian embassy or any high aptitude jurisdiction there. Say the residential proof, utility bill like electricity bill, telephone bill, not more than 2 months old. Other mandatory attachment, income tax plan for Indian national or for passport for foreign national. Other attachment are Aadhaar card for the Indian national. So these are the documents required for the filing form DIR 3, which is for the getting DIN for the director. After receiving all the documents from the director, call the board meeting. Company should have to call the board meeting. First, pass the resolution for appointment of additional director, because this is the requirement for the additional director. Issue letter of appointment. Then after the board meeting, they will issue the letter of appointment and file form DIR 12. DIR 12 is the form for the appointment of director. The attachment required in the DIR 12, the CTC. CTC is a certified true copy of the board resolution, consent letter, that is DIR 2, and a letter of appointment. That letter of appointment should be duly signed by the proposed director. Now this person will be the additional director till AGM of the company. If every company appoint a director in mid of the year say the financial year is 1st April so and so year to 31st March so and so year. If let's say if any company appoint a director in mid of the year or after that date, then these director can be say as additional director. So after AGM and at the AGM, this additional director can be appointed as the director by regularizing the person as director in general meeting or annual general meeting by end of the financial year. So the all regulation at that time DIR 12 should be required for changing designation of the company director from additional director to the director of the company. Now, after the appointment of director, there is the necessary amendment to be take place in other act as well, that like GST Act, Shop and Establishment Act, because we have to aware all the other authorities of India that the company have changed their board of directors. So they will require to file a necessary amendment application to these acts: GST, Shop and Establishment Act, Factory Act, Foreign Exchange Management Act, EPF, ESI, other labor laws, industrial specific laws. So these are the mandatory requirements to be take place. After that, if there is resignation of director, then resignation of director can be take place by notice in writing to the board of director. After this, company will take the following steps to remove the concerned name from the register of director through MCA portal. The board of directors should undertake the board meeting by giving notice of 7 days clear notice or 21 days issued by the company. Exclude the date on which the notice was sent and received. In the board meeting, board member will discuss and decide whether to accept the resignation or not. If the board accept the resignation of the director, then they will pass the board resolution in the following format. You can see in the slide. After the resolution being passed, outgoing director will form the DIR 11 along with the board resolution, proof of the delivery of the resignation letter and copy of the resignation letter. We can say that form DIR 11 is not for the company. This is for the director. We have seen that some directors have not filed the DIR 11, but it is the mandatory required for every director who are giving the resignation to the company. So they have to file DIR 11 by their own. This is not the company responsibility to file the DIR 11. Now the company's responsibility is to file DIR 12. DIR 12 is for the appointment of the director and as well as for the resignation of director. So DIR 12 is needed to be filed in this case, and DIR 11 is filed by the director while DIR 12 is filed by the company itself with the ROC. In the end, name of the concerned director data has to be removed from the company and the resignation will take place from the MCA website. So this is the wholesome of the director. Who was the director? What are the roles of the director? How we can appoint the director? What are the mandatory requirement to appoint the director? Because there is one mandatory director is to take the DSC DIN of the director. DIN is the mandatory requirement. After that, DIR 3 is to be filed. After DIR 3, appointment should take place by filing DIR 12, and before that, board meeting should take place. If the director want to resignation after the certain period, then there is no certain period mentioned in the act. So a director could take resignation as per the valid cause. So he can give the resignation notice to the company, and board of director can accept the resignation, and the director have to file DIR 11 and company have to file DIR 12 for the resignation of the company. So this is the conclusion of this topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching our video and listening to us. Please share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.